Also, Coinbase has turned around and placed in its S1 form. Who knows what the S1 is? Who know what the form S1 is and why is that so important? But if you don't know, you're gonna learn today because we're gonna talk about that today in a major way because we're gonna go straight through that S1 on what I have it pulled up. If you haven't seen it before, you're going to learn today. And the reason why this is so important, the reason why where's that? Where's that? Yeah, give me one. There it is. Tried to hide from me there for a second. The reason, ladies and gentlemen, this is so important, this tells you I get to take a look at the finances of a company before it goes public, right? So this is Coinbase. And if you don't know what Coinbase Global is the one that everybody goes out there, they buy their Bitcoin. This is where they buy their cryptocurrency. And this company, just smart as they want to be, this is how people become billionaires. They don't become, I won't say they don't become, but majority of people, if you look at 95% of the people that become billionaires, they always are part of a publicly traded company. Some way, some high, some form, they're part of a publicly traded company. So when you look at Elon Musk, of course, Bill Gates, of course, Warren Buffett, of course, Mark Cuban, of course, everybody's part of the IPO. This is when they can go get money from the public. All right. So don't think I care about this. We know what Coinbase is. But this reason why this is so important because I get to look at the finances of the company. Now, this is my first time looking at the S1. I pulled it up. I didn't have a chance to get into this episode like I want to. Usually I study for about an hour or two before I do the show. But I had to it was a long day. I had to study before the Hawaii show. Then I had to study. I didn't get a chance to put as much time into study as I wanted to into this show. All right. So I haven't had a chance to go over this. So I'm going to be reading it for the first time. So I may stumble. I don't want everybody to be like, come on, man, you can't read or whatever. So this is my first time seeing it. So when I read it for the first time, of course, it takes me a little minute to go through it. So let's look at about the business. If you don't know what the business is, you get to see about the business. How is it going to register all that good stuff? Okay. This is when you can see the lockout period. Who knows what the lockout period is? When this company IPOs, what is the lockout period? Y'all better know this. Lucky's moms better know that. Max B's better know that. Joyce, you better know what the lockout period is. Freema, you better know what the lockout period is. Al, you better know what the lockout period is. If you're still on live and you're catching this, y'all better know what that lockout period is because we talked about this so important. So this S1, we're going to be able to see what that lockout period is as well. We're going to see what type of money they got in the bank, what this company is all about, how it's making its money. This is why I prefer publicly traded companies because I can get into their finances. So I want y'all to take a look. What is that lockout period? All right, now where was I? Y'all almost may lose my space. There we go. All right. Let's look at it. Okay, this is Coinbase. Coinbase said open financial system to the world. Okay, all this more economical freedom for everyday business and people. Monthly transactions. Okay, they have 2.8 million in 2020. They had 2.8 monthly transaction users. Verified users 43 million. Right. So you're going to get to see how they make their money. Lifetime trading volume is 400 a half a trillion. Assets on the platform is 90 billion. So let's go here. Oh, they got a glossary for cryptocurrency. This is my first time getting a look into the cryptocurrency world from somebody I can actually see and put my hands on. All right. About the prospectus. Okay. Oh, no. I'm trying to get to the business. Let's see the business. The letter from the CEO. I don't really, I will look into that one, but I could see his letter, prospectus summary. Okay. This is what I want to see. This is what I get to see about that company. Y'all better be in here talking about this. Y'all better have this lockout period down. Lucky's mom said lockout period is how long the initial investors have to hold on to this stock before selling. Lucky's mom, why do we care about that? Why should an investor, why someone who's going to buy an IPO should care about that lockout period? Al, I see you say you there. There you go, Lucky's mom. Okay. So now, before we get into that lockout period, that's when I probably look into the company. But let's look into what this company is about. All right. So the overview, Coinbase powers the crypto economy. Our mission is to create an open financial system for the world. Today, the way that we invest, spend, and save, generally manage our money, remains cumbersome and inefficient, expensive, regionally isolated. In contrast, the internet has transformed our society by connecting the world of enabling seamless transactional information. The legacy financial system is okay. The legacy financial system is struggling to keep pace with the speed of the technological advantages in the global and digital world society, resulting in the need for a new, okay, digital financial system. We are building a crypto economy, a more fair, accessible, efficient, transparent financial system for the internet age, and that leverages the crypto assets, digital assets built on blockchain technology. We started in 2012 with a radical idea that anyone, anywhere should be able to easily, securely send and receive Bitcoin. The first crypto asset we built trust. We built a trusted platform for assessing Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency by reducing complexity, blah, blah, blah. Today, we are leading and providing in the, okay. So what I told y'all yesterday, why did I get it? Why did I speculate on Bitcoin? Institutions. Okay, so right here, they say institutions, we provide hedge fund, money managers, and corporations a one-stop shop for assessing crypto markets through advanced trading and custom technology built on top of robust security infrastructure. We offer a state-of-the-art marketplace with a deep pool of liquidity. Cool. Institutions, right? Okay, we have seen the flywheel work, blah, blah, blah. As of our customers have traded, as of December 31st, 2020, our customers have traded over $459 billion on our platform since inception and stored over $90 billion worth of assets across our platform. The growth has come from a minimum outbound sale of marketing effort. And since inception, over 90% of the retail users have found our user organically around word of mouth. So they said they pretty much did little to no marketing. Okay. So in 2020, we generated $3.4 billion in total revenue, large from transactional fees. So it's right here. Every time somebody buy and sell cryptocurrencies, right here, this is where they're making any money, transaction fees. So $3.4 billion in total revenue from transaction fees that we can earn from volume based trades. Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go. This is the secret sauce. This is the line right here. Because this is going to tie to when we get to GameStop later on. This is going to tie into when we get to GameStop later on. GameStop. Stop. I'm sorry. GameStop. All right. So right here. Dunk, what's going on? I see you down there, Dunk. Okay. So right here, they're going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the secret sauce right here. Since inception through December 31st, 2020, we have generated $3.4 billion in total revenue, largely from transaction fees that we earn from volume-based trades on our platforms by retail users and institutions. So they earned $3.4 billion last year, largely are fees from what? Platform, retail users, and institutions. Volume-based trades. So right here, this is majority of their money they're telling you is coming from institutions. So when people try to jump on and outsmart a platform like an E-Trade or a TD Ameritrade or Robinhood or now a Coinbase, when you read how they make their money, they're going to tell you, right? They're going to tell you where they're getting majority of their money from, right? Majority. So these institutions you're trying to screw over with, getting back at the little guy, which I'm not knocking anybody for doing it, but you got to understand who's in their back pocket. Coinbase telling you right here, largely volume-based trades are coming from institutions. So when you try to screw over the institutions by using a Robinhood or E-Trade or a TD Ameritrade, what are you doing? What are you doing? These guys are in bed with each other, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so they say for the year ended in, their transaction represented 96% of their 96% of their revenue come from transaction fees. When you buying and selling that Coinbase, when you on Coinbase buying and selling 90%, 96% of their $3.4 billion, that's where it came from. We have leveraged the strength of our trading business to scale and broaden our platform by investing in Flywheel to launch new products and services and grow the ecosystem. I don't know what Flywheel is, you know. Today, we directly integrated 15 blockchain protocols, over 90 assets. Okay, cool. Now let's get down to the finances. So I wanted to go there to show you guys and girls what the company was about. Now let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. Okay, you made $3.4 billion last year, but we're going to look at their the first thing we're going to look at their finances that they released, and then we're going to get into their lockout period. Okay, Lucky's Mom, let's see who's good at this. Just for here we go. So y'all said y'all knew what the lockout period was, right? How can I find the lockout period in an S1? Where do I go to find the lockout period in a form S1? All right. So now let's go down here. So you're not going to get this from anybody else. Other people would tell you what they heard, what they read across the article or whatnot. Not too many people are going to go in here and pull up these financial data and be able to interpret this to the broad-based audience, right? So here we go. Now, this is what I want to see. We on the, what section do I go to get to that lockout period? But now we're on the selected consolidated financial data. Okay. So let's see how much money they made. Now here we go. So this is in thousands, millions. So they made 1.1 billion in revenue. So the total revenue in 2019 was 533 million. In 2020, their revenue almost tripled. All right. Now, total operational expenses. Okay, so they made a revenue. So top line revenue right here. Total revenue is 1.2 billion. Their total operating expenses is 868 million. Okay, so they made about $4 million, $400 million in profit. I'm assuming. So they made 408 million operating income. Okay, 409 income loss. So this is a profitable business already. This is a profitable business already. Okay, Coinbase. I can see Coinbase. So look at their bank account. They say in their bank account, they reported on December 31st, they had $1 billion in cash. They have $5 billion in assets. So in people's money, they got 3.7 billion. So they got customers' custodial funds. So I'm thinking that's people's money that they hold. It quadrupled from 2019. More people buying Bitcoin and things like that, cryptocurrencies. Okay, so their total assets was 5 billion. Their total liabilities was 4 billion. Total shareholder equity. So their net worth is about almost $1 billion. You see this? This is a pretty financially strong company. It's profitable already. Most S1s come out, they're not profitable. Right? I don't know who this is. The coin brother, bro, save me some fees big time. I don't know what that is. Indigo says, greetings from San Diego. What's going on? You said Coinbase Pro. Okay, so you got Coinbase Pro. Yeah, you might be saving on the fees, but I'm guessing you're paying some type of membership. Indo, we might get to CCIV a little bit later on. But okay, so right now, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, Coinbase financially looks pretty strong. Hold on, let me look at their cash flow. Let me add that back on here. Let me not speak too soon. That balance sheet looks pretty good. Net worth of about $1 billion. They got $1 billion in cash. Their total liabilities, which is pretty high, but you know, they got more than what they have. Okay. Verified users. I'm guaranteeing you the only bad part about Coinbase, everybody's going to want to see their verified users grow. So they had 32 million last year and verified users. Now they got 43 million. They're going to looking at that's. I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking at that to grow. Monthly transactions has doubled. They had 1 million transactions last year. Now they got 2.8 million. The assets on the platform. So they had 16 million on the platform. Now they got over 90 billion. I mean, 16 billion. They went up to 90 billion. I'm thinking a lot of that to do is, let's say if I bought $1,000 with the cryptocurrencies. Now it's going up to 10,000. I didn't sell, so that's adding on to it. The trading volume, of course, cryptocurrency has been going up. So let's see that cash flow. They're cash flow positive. 32 million cash flow positive. They was losing in 2019. They're cash flow positive. Look at that adjusted EBITDA. How much money they bringing in? $500 million last year. Okay, Coinbase. This is a financially strong company to just be IPOing. Okay, Beloved County said, I don't have Coinbase Pro, just Coinbase, and it's easy and I like it. I was hoping to buy Coronado on it, but it was not available there yet. Okay, cool. Trucker says, Prince, salute to you. Salute to you. So when you look at this S1 report, this is an IPO filing. Coinbase is filing this IPO. And when you break it down and you look at this, Coinbase is looking pretty good. It is cash flow positive. It has a positive EBITDA. The EBITDA is the earnings before taxes and immunizations, and y'all get what I'm saying. I don't know all of them. Sorry. But that's telling you how much the company is making. So that's positive. It has a net positive cash flow, $1 billion in cash. It has a positive network. Usually these companies that IPO are losers. They're usually real big losers, right? So this company, Coinbase, is coming out. It's going to be looking pretty nice. So now let's go to the next topic, which is going to be, what is Coinbase lockout period? Where do I go to find a lockout period? Coinbase lockout period. Coinbase lockout period. So here we go. Let's take out this. So to get to the Coinbase lockout period, ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to do, you're going to go back up here and you're going to go to, I think it's called a shareholders future or something like that. Let's see here. See, can I find it for y'all out here? Okay. Here we go. Shares eligible for future sale. All right, here we go. Now, I don't know when this company is going to IPO. I'm pretty sure it'll be soon. Okay. So they're looking at $28. By the time it come out, it'll probably be about $50, $60. I think Coinbase will probably come out at like $50, $60. Because if they're saying this shares are $28 here, by the time it hit the market and people get a chance to get to it, it'll be like $60. It'll run up a couple of days and it'll come back down. Everybody will talk about it. Then we're going to look at their first quarter earnings quarters. Okay, here we go. Here we go here. Shares eligible for future sale. Registration of prospectus based on the number of shares in capital December 31st. We have 21 million shares of Class A common stocks. Class B, assuming the shares of Class A common stock. Class B restricted. Shares up to the public market. Shares of common stock. Give 1 second. As described below, until we have a reporting period. Okay, of at least 90 days. Okay. So here it is right here. So from the day they come out, 3 months later, that's their lockup period. Right? Word for word. As described below, until we have been on a reporting company for at least 90 days, only non-affiliates who have benefited on their shares of common stock for at least prior 1 year will be eligible to sell their shares of common stock under Rule 144, which is expected to include approximately, they put a blank there for the shares. So theirs is 90 days. So here you go. In general, on the rule for as a current effectively, our affiliates or persons selling shares on behalf of our affiliates are entitled to sell within 3-month period of a Class A does not exceed general 1%. Okay. So they got 90 days from the day when they come out. They got 3 months before that lockout period expires where people can sell their shares. So they do not want it to exceed 1% of the number of shares, the average volume. Okay. So it's 90 days. 90 days after they go public, that's when the company's can go to their lockout period. That's what y'all saying in the comments. Now, the next thing we're going to get on to this GameStop resurgence. Y'all know I talked about GameStop when it dropped down 80-some%. It went from $300-something to, I don't know, $50-something or whatever. Now it's at $100. Still down from its January high when everybody was crazy about it. So let's look at it. We're going to talk about, y'all give me 1 second.